Hi folks, and welcome to another video. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. Got a bit of bizjet action for you today folks. Very, very warm where I am currently situated, so I thought I would use the simulator to escape in the virtual sense to a place where it's definitely not warm. To a place where it's cold and it's dark most of the time. Well, at least at this time of the year, folks. The aircraft on your screen is, of course, the Longitude stock aircraft in the premium deluxe version of the sim. One of my favourites to fly. I really enjoy it. So we're going to take it for a spin from one cold place to another. Let me show you the flight plan. So today's journey has us venturing far to the north of our planet, folks, the beautiful country that is Norway, and we're going to begin our journey in a little place called Vigra, which gives me an excuse to fumble the pronunciation. You know what I'm going to say. We're going to head in a sort of northeasterly direction, basically up the spine of Norway, all the way to the beautiful city, the Paris of the North they call it, the city that's known as Tromso. We've got custom freeware at both ends. There'll be links to that in the description. And en route, we'll also have a look at the update to FSRealistic Pro, which came through the other day, and I haven't had the opportunity to try it out yet. FSRealistic Pro and I have a bit of a history, in that I want to like it more than I do. I like it, but I want to like it more than I do. It has some issues, for me at least, anyway. So I'll see if those issues are still there. That's the flight today, folks. A journey of about an hour and a half. We'll keep the video to that normal sort of a roughly 20-minute duration. Let me get us started, and we'll go flying. Alright, so engine start has been achieved. APU's off. We've got the right lights on. We're going to backtrack to the bottom of 06 here in Vigra, not Viagra. Rather dark, isn't it? About 8:30 AM local time. You'd easily be forgiven for thinking it's the middle of the night, but it is winter in this part of the world. A lot of dark. If you are hearing background voices, rest assured, then you're not hearing the voices in my head. I wouldn't want anyone to suffer that. Although the voices in my head are probably as dark as the scene here. The background noise, the cabin ambience, it's called, is courtesy of FSRealistic Pro. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, we'll have a look at what the recent update to that utility has introduced into our simulator. I know some of you are fans and never fly without it. I rarely fly with it. Had a few issues with it during the course of my experience with it, which I might, if I can remember what all those issues are, I will explain it en route, folks. Don't mind me here, just got to get us turned around, lined up, runway 06. Beautiful scene here, look at this, absolutely gorgeous. So it looks like our departure, we do have a procedure plugged in. It's pretty straightforward. Climb to 3,300 feet and basically get vectored, or vector yourself. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? The birds start to make some noise right on cue. It's amazing, isn't it, folks? Right, what do I need to worry about here? I've got flap set, I've got trim set, the APU's off. Probably need to worry about a landing light, get that on. Get some illumination happening. Strobies can come on, taxi light can come off. We're barring up. We've got our auto throttle. Now where's that? It's armed auto throttle. Is that the one? Yep. So basically straight out, slight left turn, whatever. Local barrow is now set, 1010. Flight level 390 plugged in. We've got transpondering. I think we're pretty much right to go. We do have a bit of a crosswind here from the right. We'll spool them up. Haven't flown this bird for a little bit. One of my favourites in the sim. Bit of a hot rod. Throttle hold, I think that's right. A little bit of a crosswind there, kicking in. Airspeed should be coming alive about there. And where's our speed? Okay, rotating at about 110, are we? Okay, no worries. It'll come around pretty quickly like there. We'll rotate. Pitch up to about 10 degrees. She wants to fly, kind of. Runway heading, fella. Gear up and all that. Well, she loves to go, this bird. Pretty lightly loaded today. Get our flaps coming up at this point. We'll give Georgie an opportunity to fly it nice and early. 200 knots in the climb, and we'll get some heading work happening too, Georgie, if you don't mind, champ. We'll sort of come around, fly the departure. Well, we'll make an attempt to fly the departure properly. 3,300 feet is our at that point. We're now going to accelerate to 250 knots. Flight level change mode. We are accelerating. That's good. Taking external for you because I can. It's beautiful. Vigra, not Viagra. We're in Norway this morning. Now what I will do, I'll just keep scrolling around for a bit. That's beautiful. It's making me feel cooler already just by looking at this scene. I'm going to need some help today. That's for sure. An ice bath will come in handy. Now, we might go direct to Petov. That one, and nav mode. And we should be flying direct Petov. Good. 250 knots. Leisurely. 6,000 feet a minute, folks. We're getting away all right. What's the transition altitude in Norway? I don't know, but I'm gonna say it's 7,000 for the purposes of today. I have no idea, folks. One more external shot before I leave you. I'll rejoin you during the cruise portion. We'll have a look at FSRealistic Pro, the update, and anything else that comes to mind. Then set up for an approach into Tromso. Video done. Alright, settled nicely in the cruise here. Flight level 390. I won't even try and pronounce the locations underneath us, folks. We're overhead Norway, I'll give you that much. We're en route to a waypoint of, I'll have enough trouble pronouncing that, Enroute. Those of you familiar with the airspace in this part of the world, Enroute is where we're going, about 30 miles to the south of that location. Shall we have a look at what the update to FSRealistic Pro has brought us? Let's do that. And here is the official website, the RK Apps website. Now this guy makes a few apps for the simulator caper. FSRealistic, this one here. XP Realistic, which is where I first encountered this guy's work, and whatever the hell SimHaptic is. I'll let someone else explain that. FSRealistic is the name of the game today. It's also 50% off at the moment. That's alright. The Black Friday sale is extending here over at the RK Apps site. I should get commission. I think I bought it on sale. I don't know, I got it for 50% off anyway. What's it do? You've got some different videos from various sim tubers. You definitely won't be including my video in that list, but lots of videos. Holy hell. Geez, you're not short of opportunities to learn about it. Also in different languages as well. Righto. I'm getting a pop-up wondering about it. There's no better way. Okay, I'm getting bombarded. I've already got it, mate. I'm promoting it for you for nix. Leave me alone. So, what does it actually do? 37 effects, FPS friendly, first person mode. I don't use that bit. Lots of different effects. It's very customizable. And you can turn stuff on and off. I've got a lot of stuff turned off just because I find that it annoys me. There's a whole lot of stuff that annoys me, and there's some stuff that I keep. I want to find the update though. Where am I going to find that? Probably should have done some preparation here. What are we doing? How about updates? Does that work? FSRealistic. Hey, there we go. 2.2.0. So what did it improve? Let me increase the size of that text for you. New large small UI toggle option, didn't even notice. Enhanced realism in default profiles, improved auto start mechanism. I've disabled that. I don't like stuff auto starting. First person inverted mouse, sudden zoom during touchdown effect, reverse thrust was not working, landing applause was not working. I've got those things turned off, I think. Backspace was not working. Okay, assigned buttons were triggering even when MSFS is not focused. Yep, I remember that one. Sounds used to play on pause while in menu slew mode. Okay. App got stuck randomly on launch. I don't remember experiencing that. Minor bug fixes and optimizations. Okay. So the main issue for me, that's great, by the way, and shout out to Mr. RK Apps for continuing to improve your product. The main issue for me with FSRealistic Pro has to do with it buggering up my views. I've got a whole bunch of preset views, like there and down there and up there and stuff. And what I found is that particularly in this view here, which is the, I think it's called pilot view, it changes it randomly or seemingly randomly, and it will kind of bump me up a little bit like here, and I won't be able to get it back to where I want it, and I really want it there. So it's just annoying, and it would seemingly do it at random. Never quite worked out why, and I found that myself turning it off altogether just because it annoyed me that much. So maybe there's something I've got wrong in my settings. I've played around with it quite a bit. I might actually bring up the window. How about we do that? How about I actually show you the product and how I've got it set up? Okay, so here is the FSRealistic window. I might just move it so that those of you that would like to actually watch the aeroplane fly over a lovely cold climate can do so. And those of you that are interested in the window can look at the window. Hey, I cater for all. It's a broad church here on the channel, folks. I try and cater for all my audience. Here are a bunch of effects. The ones with the little blue dots are the ones that I have active. This is just my personal preference. I like these apps where you get to, that are very customizable, and you can customize your simulator experience. I like that part of it. So yeah, got some stuff turned on and off. Profile, I'm running with this thing, the Asobo Longitude by D-Train, but I've customized it since. But basically there's this profile cloud where you can share profiles with other users. There are 50 shared profiles. I haven't shared mine, but I originally got a shared one, and then I've since customized it. And you can link to other profiles that you set up for other aircraft to make it really quite efficient. If you've got a profile that works and you want to quickly deploy it, you can link to it here and copy from an existing one and edit it, all that sort of stuff. First person mode I don't use at all. I did try it once. It didn't work the way I expected it would, probably because of something I did, and I just abandoned it. I just don't have use for it. Settings in here, volume and all that sort of stuff. Like I said, I've got auto start turned off. I don't know if I've got something here in the camera that doesn't... I'm not seeing the issue with the camera in this flight so far, so I'm kind of hoping that it's been fixed, or I just got lucky. Either way, I'm happy today. And then the about tab. So version 2.2.0 is the one you see, and he's got some links to various things. So that's FSRealistic Pro, the version 2.2.0 update. If you don't already have it and you're interested, now's a good time to pick it up. 50% off. I will next see you for an approach into Tromso. Alright, well established on the descent now, folks, down through about flight level 160. Beautiful lighting. It is dark. It's remained dark all the way through. But we're expecting -5 on arrival into Tromso, around about 50 miles ahead of us. We've got an approach plugged in. What are we flying? An approach. We're flying that one, the arrival, the star, the Atwa 1 Lima star, and then we've got an ILS approach plugged in into 3.6. Are expecting little bit of breeze for our arrival into Tromso, and I don't imagine that I will actually fly the ILS. It will be like every approach on this channel, folks, improvised to some extent. Time will tell just how improvised. I want to take this opportunity, I try and do this in every video, to express my gratitude for the support that little community that's formed around this channel. Some may call it a cult. To express my gratitude for your support and for your kindness, and for your humour. You make an old man laugh. Having a YouTube channel is not all puppy dogs and rainbows, folks. And but I'm pretty fortunate. I feel fortunate anyway that the community at large is supportive and gives me a good chuckle, and your kindness as well. You truly are too kind sometimes. So I just want to say thank you for that. We'll see you for the final stages and approach into Tromso. Tromso appeareth illuminated down there, folks, I think. Am I right? So this is Varman, and then Itutu, and yeah, that'll be runway 36 Tromso down there, folks. We're in VNAV mode. We're seeing the diamond come in. It's all looking pretty good. We've got ourselves slowed to 230 knots, and we had to be, localizer starting to appear. We had to be above 5 at Varman, which we were. Georgie doing a stellar job. Getting a little bit wobbly here in taking up our lateral track there, Georgie. What are you doing, mate? Level ourselves out a little bit. Still says that the slope is above us. I might actually give Georgie a rest at this point. What do you reckon? I might do that. And so Georgie off and auto throttle off as well. I just need to bring my manual throttles back, and we'll get some control happening here. We'll get some of this pilot shit starting to kick in, hey? And we've got to bring those throttles back and get ourselves slowed down. We've sped up, which we don't want. We're seeing the diamond, we're seeing the localizer. Not really paying attention to it. I might take flaps 1 here, because I can. That should help us to get down. We're looking at an approach speed, or a VREF of 113. It's a bit higher than I expected to have. I guess we're still carrying a whole bunch of gas. Very efficient, this aeroplane. Great aeroplane, really enjoy flying it. Down to 220 knots now. We can take flaps 2. Looks like we're on the glide and slightly to the left of the localizer. Breeze should be out of the right hand side, which is the northeast. We'll take flaps 2. Retrim and all that sort of stuff. Gets a little bit pitchy. Slowing to 200 knots now. Slightly high. Slightly left. Still feels a lot more stable than the approach in the last video that hit the channel, which was in, where was that? Daily Waters. We were screaming in the Bush Barren. That was good fun. Really good fun. Most of my flights are, folks. I enjoy myself. I don't know if you can tell. I hope you enjoy yourself, and I hope you get some enjoyment out of watching this old fool publish his adventures, or misadventures, as the case may be, here onto YouTube. We're getting a little bit high now. We'll take full flap, get ourselves down. Beautiful Tromso, Norway. Give us a shout out if you hail from Norway. I do have some Norwegian viewers, I know that. I don't know exactly where you live, of course. YouTube doesn't tell me that. And who knows, you may not actually be in Norway. You may be using one of those, what are they called, spoofing tools. You pretend to be in Norway just to trick an old man, hey? I don't know, folks. VPN was the word I was looking for. Everything's made up, folks. Everything's made up and the points don't matter. We're down to 120 knots now. Landing gears down, 3 greens. We've got full flap. I don't mind holding it at about 120. We're slightly high, slightly left. We are visual. Been a beautiful descent and approach. here with the lighting and the atmospherics, aircraft behaving itself. It's been good. I'm looking forward to getting this one complete though. I and my PC are going to need to jump in an ice bath. I'll probably turn the PC off before I throw it in, but if I don't, this will be my final video, folks. It's been nice knowing you. Down to 118. We're okay. We're high, definitely high. We need to correct that. Get that flight director coming off. It's just annoying me. And a little quick on it. 3 whites, 1 red. The breeze is 0.50 at 5 knots, quite light. Beautiful Tromso. First time visiting Tromso, I think, in the sim. There's speed under control, 2 whites, 2 reds now. Carrying a little bit of crab. Retrimming. Pretty stable for mine.
500.
This qualifies as an almost perfect approach on this channel.
400.
Here we go. I haven't done a night landing for a while either. Am I just giving myself excuses? Probably.
200.
Runway 36 Tromso, folks.
100. 50.
Bit of a stutter there. Felt like a bit of a bounce as well into reverse. I think we hit the centre line though. Close enough to it. Happy with that. Reversey stuff happening. Beautiful. I'll take that. Folks, thanks for your company in another flight. Your support is appreciated. This has been a look at the latest update to FSRealistic Pro version 2.2.0 and an opportunity for an old man to get cool, at least in the virtual sense. Thanks for your company, folks. You stay well. You keep enjoying your simming, hey? And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.